Hey guys, so today's lesson I'm going to be teaching you about. So everybody has, if you don't already know this, everybody has a sacred masculine side and a sacred feminine side to them, whether you like it or not. It's there. So if you're trying to find your balance, the first thing I suggest is finding balance between the strength and grace, action and intuition. So with that being said, in the beginning, when I was trying to balance all of my masculine, feminine, my inner union, I came into a lot of trouble because I was severely under attack for a very long period of time during my journey, unfortunately. So it made it very difficult for me in the beginning to find my balance. So I had to kind of overcome that. So finding my balance between the inner masculine and inner feminine with your higher self. And when I finally found that balance, because everybody's balance is going to be different. What works for me is not going to work for you. And then vice versa. So you got to trust you got to just listen to your body. You know what to do. So you got to make sure that you are giving the feminine is, like the masculine side is all about building. So if you're like building a business or building some sort of brand, like that's the masculine side. And then the feminine is going to be, she's often associated with intuition, compassion, creativity, and receptivity, and emotional wisdom. So the sacred masculine is often associated with direction, discipline, courage, protection, and purposeful action. So you want to throughout your day, you want to go ahead and make sure that you balance those out. So that way they both get time to, that they're all working together, that you integrate them all so that way they can work together. And within your inner union for yourself. And my biggest, so I don't know about you, but I didn't really have a lot of help. I had to do this, not that I'm complaining, but I had to learn how to do all this alone, by myself, even though I had a team of my family members who knew exactly about all of this stuff, and they chose not to help me. And then later find out, they weren't showing me the way or helping me at all, because they were actually trying to kind of like tap into my gifts without me knowing, and using them and calling them as their own. So the longer that they kept me blind to these my gifts, and the more that they, it was easier for them to continue on pretending that they're theirs, to go ahead and work behind the scenes against me. So that was lovely, but I'm still here, and I still kept going and powering through, and now I'm stronger than them. So not that matters, but I powered through, and I made it through the other side. And they, even though they're still attempting to, pretend like all of their gifts are their own, I'm here to tell you that that's not true. They have been mine, and they've been doing this to me since I was a child. And I found out through all this through my awakening. And it's really messed up that, your own family did all that stuff, but it's okay. It was part of the whole experience to learn, to endure, and to overcome, and to now become aware of what is being done behind the scenes, and that not everything that you are seeing is real, to be honest. Because people have the capabilities they have the capability to, before you become aware of it, of course. Once you become aware of it, they have no power over you. And because now you know your purpose, now you're awakened, now you have already raised your frequency high enough, you've already vibrated high enough, now you're untouchable at this point. So now I can talk about it and feel more comfortable about it, because now I got all the information. So then I come to find out that, so whenever they kept me they always try to keep me in proximity to them, when I'm not in proximity to them, I feel like my life is always going better than it is than when I'm around them, which was funny at the time because, you know, you'd think it'd be the opposite. So once I started to put, you know, all the pattern recognition and then actually started tapping into my gifts, I started to realize all these things. Now, I am here to announce that I am not going to be backing down from this position ever, and I'm going to continue rising and transforming and standing in my power. I came here on a mission, and I'm going to fulfill it, whether you like it or not. And I'm going to do it my way. I'm not going to be swayed by others' way of thinking. I'm not going to be swayed by anybody else's. If that's, you know, they see this is the way to do it, or this is the way to do it. No, I'm going to do things my way, and with the help of the divine and the help of the universe. And I will be working solo on this with them until I get everything established, and I will feel the need to, you know, to feel the time is right for me to add on people to that project. This is just the way I've tried it. I've tried it the other ways. I've tried everybody's way throughout this journey, and it literally got me nowhere but returning back to myself and choosing and remembering to choose myself always, because I am the love of my life, and that I've always desired to have, and I had to learn that through all these hard times and enduring all this stuff, to realize, to come back to myself, to realize that I am the love that I've always desired from others. I've always given it out, but now I'm pouring into myself, and I choose to pour it into myself, and I choose peace. So with that being said, I'm good. I'm here to go ahead and teach these lessons and use my gifts that way. But as far as anything else, I'm good on that. No, thank you. And we can continue on the lesson. I just wanted to make that clear. All right, so finding the balance. The strongest person is not the one who lives only in strength or only in softness, but the one who knows when each is needed. So it's okay to be strength all the time, or no, sometimes, and it's also, you have to find the time for the softness. The strength is the masculine, the softness is the feminine. You have to find, your balance with that. And today, obviously, I'm working with strength, and expressing the way I feel like I need to express today. All right, so understanding your sacred masculine. The sacred masculine represents the energy of action and structure. So you can ask yourself, as your masculine side, what am I building? What values guide my decisions, and how can I protect what matters? How do I lead with integrity? You can go ahead and journal those and journal your answers, and really sit there and think with your thoughts, okay? Healthy masculine qualities include courage, focus, discipline, responsibility, leadership, integrity. When balanced, the sacred masculine creates stability without rigidity. And so also going in with your daily balance, your symphony of the soul, as I call it, is going ahead. So what I think that works for me is I like to hit the gym first thing in the morning to go ahead and move the energy. And that could be considered masculine for strength training, but also feminine at the same time. Because you're also creating, you're alchemizing that and creating your body. So the next thing we're going to talk about is the understanding the sacred feminine. So the sacred feminine represents the energy of connection, creation. So if you just are always go, and never giving yourself time to get creative and create something beautiful, like take the time to do artwork or self-care, bubble baths, stuff like that, whether you are male or female or, trans or whatever, gender does not matter when it comes to spirituality. a lot of us